What's going on, everybody? Liam O'Reilly, Vermont economic realtor. Hope you're doing well. Have an article to share with you folks from the Hill that I thought was very interesting and goes along with what I've been talking about many times in this channel. It says here the title: Survey finds Americans widely misinformed on the housing market. And then this is the main part that I wanted to focus on. 28 million Americans plan to purchase a home in 2023, according to a survey released Tuesday by NerdWallet. On average, they hope to spend $269,000, right? And it says down here, it's about $100,000 short of the $388,000 median home price that in the U.S. in December. So, I mean, pretty crazy stuff. 28 million Americans who are out there in the housing market who are looking to purchase a home. Now, they go on further in the article. I'll leave it in the description for you folks to say that in 2021, we sold about 6 million homes nationally. And obviously, it was a hot housing market. There were a lot of sales, but it was very competitive. There were a lot of buyers out there. And in 2022, at least here in Vermont, in the area that I work, we saw sales decrease by around 20%. So that would mean in 2022, if that happened nationally as well, which I think something similar to that did happen, but we'll have to see the data. I wasn't able to find it for this video, but that would mean around under 5 million homes were sold. And if there are 28 million Americans who ideally would like to purchase a property, fighting for these 5 million transactions, that, in my opinion, that's pretty bullish on the housing market. Again, it's just a simple economic equation of supply is low and demand is high. Now, something else that I found interesting is that they hope to purchase it for well under the median home price. Now, I think that's because a lot of people think that there's going to be a national housing market crash, and there's no shortage of YouTubers, there's no shortage of articles out there preaching this, that the housing market is going to crash, and that 2023, before the housing market crashes, is going to be a bad time to buy, and you should hold out and wait and try to buy when prices are low. And we are seeing that in some markets. But I've been saying that with my local market here in Vermont, that I don't believe the housing market crash is coming. I don't think we're going to see bottoms fall out. We didn't see the prices fall more than 3% in Vermont in the 2008 crash. I don't think we're going to see anything major here in Vermont. And I think that's the case with a lot of East Coast cities as well. I've done videos that talk about how cities with the most new construction are the most vulnerable. But places in the East Coast where zoning is restrictive and supply is tight, I mean, there's just not enough housing for everybody. And I think that stat shows it, that there's 28 million Americans out there who have the goal to purchase a home. And probably in 2023, there'll be around 5 million transactions. I'm predicting a lower year than 2021. I don't think we're going to have as many housing transactions. There's just not the supply for it. So what does that leave? 23 million Americans who would purchase a home if they could, but they can't because there's not enough houses out there. That imbalance to me of the people who want to purchase a home compared to the amount of transactions that are going on. And it's not unusual. Usually there are more people who want to purchase a home each year than there are transactions to be had. And I'm sure some of these people won't even qualify for a mortgage, and some of these people aren't legit home buyers, but I think there are a good portion of these people, of this 28 million people, are people who really want to purchase a property and have the financial means to. Now, speaking more about the housing market crash, I wanted to share this article as well. Goldman Sachs says 4 cities will suffer a 2008 crash in home values. And this is what we've talked about many times. These cities that are inflated, that have a lot of new construction and a lot of people moving there with the pandemic, are likely to see price declines. Austin, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, San Diego, and San Jose. Those aren't cities that we've talked about specifically, but I mean, that's what Goldman Sachs is predicting. And notice how it's only 4 cities. 4 cities across the U.S. So if you are in one of those markets, if you're in Austin or San Diego, or I have a lot of friends out in Salt Lake City, and I know housing prices have come down from their peak quite a bit. There's it's easier to build in a lot of these states out west. There's more supply, there's more inventory, and then and Vegas as well. Another great example city. And because you can build quicker, because there's more inventory, it's easier for supply to outweigh demand. But in a lot of other towns, especially where zoning is restrictive, I mean, we've talked about rent control a lot of times in this channel. There's just not enough supply for the people who want to live there. And the 28 million Americans who want to purchase a home are going to keep the 5 million homes that are going to sell this year they're going to keep the price from completely from the bottom dropping out of the national housing market and in many of the markets individually across the country. Not every market, but almost every one. I mean, if everyone is sitting around waiting for housing prices to decline, how far do prices have to decline before these people start jumping in there? You know, people around here, people in Vermont, the ones that are purchasing homes, I just had these buyers that got under contract in a multiple offer situation. They found the home that they liked, and they were willing to they waived every inspection contingency, which we discussed the risk of doing that. And we talked about what happens if the septic fails. It's not on city sewer, and a septic replacement up here could be around $40,000 or so. And they said, if the septic fails and we don't have the money to replace it, we'll bring in a porta potty and we'll live like that for a little while. Or what if the water system's wrong? It was on a well as well, so they might need filters. They might need a treatment system. They said, we'll do bottled water for now. The owners are living there now, and they're obviously doing okay, so we should be okay to shower and cook, but we'll do bottled water if we need that for drinking. And those are the people, that is the aspect of the 28, those are the people in the 28 million that are going to get one of those $5 million transactions. I mean, when there's such a large imbalance like there is now between supply and demand in a lot of these markets, in the markets that where demand continues to outweigh supply. I know it's not just Vermont. Those are the people that are going to have success. And really, in my opinion, the solution is we need more housing units. We need more housing units that's going to create more affordable rent. We need more housing units that's going to create more affordable homes in general for people. Because the more supply, the more competition or the more availability there is for the people who want homes, the more affordable they're going to be. So let me know what you guys think. Liam O'Reilly, Vermont Economic Realtor. If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in Vermont, I'd be happy to help you out. All my contact information is in the description. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you think about the housing market, what you think about demand, and those 28 million people who plan to purchase a home in 2023 versus the amount of transactions that are going to happen. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.